And we're back with AP As We See It. And as I mentioned, we're going to be discussing the SEC men's basketball teams. And we're gonna start off alphabetically, of course, but we wanna mention our social media platforms, our YouTube page, AP As We See It, and at AP Stedham as well, our Facebook pages at AP Stedham and at AP As We See It, and our X accounts and Instagram accounts as well at AP Stedham and at AP As We See It. And check out the videos that we've been producing and all the bowl games we covered. We have quite a few interviews with individual players. We had assistant coaches, all types of videos, the teams arriving, and we're going to be doing that for the Senior Bowl. We discussed that in one of our next segments. We're going to have some interviews there as well. So, but keep abreast of what's happening with AP As We See It. We have these videos with the players and coaches at all the different events that we cover. This week it's the Senior Bowl. Next week it'll be the Super Bowl. But let's get right to it. The SEC men's basketball team. We're going to discuss their best wins, non-conference, which is so important, and their conference wins as well. We're going to start alphabetically. Alabama, as we're taping, as I said, they're 17-3, 6-1. They have wins against number 18 Illinois, number 6 Houston, number 13 in the conference, Texas A&M, number 23, Ole Miss, number 12, Kentucky, number 24, Vanderbilt. Now, let's keep in mind that the committee, they're going to look at more than your wins against top 25 teams. It'll be the top 50, top 100, and they're doing everything they can to have your best wins from the top 25, top 50, top 100 to be presented to the committee so you can have a true evaluation of the team. But for our purposes, we're going to stick with that AP top 25. Let's look at Arkansas, moving alphabetically. They're having a down season right now with John Calipari. They're 12-8 overall, 1-6. They don't have any wins against top 25 teams, so they're 1-6 in the conference. Let's move on to Auburn. And Alabama's number 4. Alabama's number 4, and let's move to Auburn now, number 1 in the country at this point. 18-1, 6-0 in the conference. They have wins against number 6 Houston, number 3 Iowa State, number 19 Memphis, number 10 Purdue, number 20 Missouri, number 14 Mississippi State, number 8 Tennessee. So Auburn, they're looking to be on that one line. I would say Alabama's probably trying to get to that one line as well, but just depends on how they fare the rest of the season. But those are our first 3 teams. We're going to move on to Florida. Florida's the number 5 team in the country. They're 18-2, 5-2. They have a victory against number 8 Tennessee. It was a big win. Matter of fact, I think they beat them by 30. Let's move to Georgia. Georgia is 15-6, 3-5 in the conference. They've beaten number 12 Kentucky. That's their best win of the season. Like I said, there's some teams outside the top 25 in the SEC that do have a chance to become eligible for the NCAA men's basketball tournament. But they have to continue to play well, get a few more wins against those top 25, top 50 teams to really enhance their chances with the selection committee. Let's look at Kentucky. Kentucky is number 12 in the AP poll that came out this week. They're 15-5. They're 4-3 in the conference. They beat number 21 Louisville, number 5 Florida, number 14 Mississippi State, number 13 Texas A&M, and number 8 Tennessee. So Kentucky with the new coach Mark Pope, that was a good choice for them. He played there in 1996 NCAA championship team. He seems to have adapted, and he's made a good comeback to his former school, and he's doing very well with the Wildcats, and they seem to be in contention to be right in the tournament and have some success. I know Kentucky has struggled mightily the last, half dozen years or so. Being in the tournament, they had trouble even reaching the Sweet 16. So I know that Kentucky, they're playing well, number 12 in the country. They're looking to get into this tournament and really win those first couple of games. As I said before, with 10 teams in the top 25 at this point in basketball, it's a tournament sport. I said many times, you have to have probably half of those teams reach the Sweet 16 to be considered a success for the league. Because to just win a lot of games during the regular season. It's nice. It's exciting. Your fans are excited. Alumni is thrilled. Your coach is happy. The players are happy. The families are happy. But when you reach that tournament and you get knocked out in that first round, you have to live with that the rest of the year. And you want to have more of a cherry on top of that whipped cream than just having that milkshake. You want the whipped cream and the cherry on top. By winning at least a couple games, you want to reach that Sweet 16 to be considered a successful season. So we'll move on to LSU. LSU is 12-7. They're 1-5 in the conference. So there's one of those teams that is in the league. They're going to have to win a lot of games to even get some consideration. We don't know if that's going to happen. You look at Ole Miss. Next up is number 23. They're 15-5, 4-3 in the conference. They have wins against number 21 Louisville, and they have the win over at number 4 Alabama as well. So those are a couple of big wins for Ole Miss. They're sitting at number 23. Good chance to make the tournament. I would say better than average chance, let's say. Let's move on to the next team. We have Mississippi State sitting at number 14. They're 16-4 and 4-3 in the conference. They have wins over number 19 Memphis, number 24 Vanderbilt, and number 23 Ole Miss, their big rival. So Mississippi State looking good at 14 in the country and doing well in the conference and having that win against Memphis outside the conference. Let's go to Missouri, who I said last year, that's a forgettable season. Now here they're sitting at number 20 in the country, 16-4, 5-2 in the conference, 16-4 overall. Huge win for them against their arch rival out of conference, number 11 Kansas. They have a win against number 24 Vanderbilt. They have a win against number 5 Florida. They have a win against number 23 Ole Miss. So Mizzou fans, they couldn't be happier with this turnaround by their coach, sitting at number 20 in the country. So look forward to them to be in the tournament. And they travel well as their fans. They love basketball. Oklahoma, 15-4 in the conference, 15-4 overall, 2-4 in the conference. They have the number 21 Louisville they defeated. So that's their best victory that they have on their schedule. South Carolina, last year, big surprise. This year, they went the other direction, 10-11 overall, 0-8 in the conference. They're just struggling mightily, so they're going to have to look forward to next season, get some transfers in there, recruit a little better, play a little better, coach a little better, get healthy, whatever's necessary. But you can turn it around. And they said 1 year in basketball. Basketball, only 5 pieces on the court at one time. You can really make a difference with personnel. Strategically by recruiting and having those transfer portal players come to your program. Freshmen can contribute mightily as well. But South Carolina looking at 10-11 overall, 0-8 in the conference. Tennessee, number 8 in the country, 17-4 overall, 4-4 in the conference. They beat number 21 Louisville. They beat number 18 Illinois, and they beat number 14 Mississippi State. And we're going to round up with the last 3 teams. Texas, 14-6 overall, 3-4 in the conference. They beat Missouri. They beat Texas A&M. Missouri's number 20. Texas A&M number 13. Those are their best 2 victories. Now we move on to Texas A&M, number 13 in the country. They're 15-5 overall, 4-3 in the conference. Beat number 22 Texas Tech. They beat number 10 Purdue and number 23 Ole Miss. Vanderbilt sitting at number 24. That's right, Vanderbilt. We know that they've had good basketball teams in the past, and that's a difficult stage when you travel to Nashville to have good crowds, and the coaching is in the box is far away at each end of the court. That's something unique when you travel to Vanderbilt to play the Commodores. But they're sitting at 16-4 overall, 4-3. In the conference. They beat number 8 Tennessee, and they also beat number 12 Kentucky. So there, at this point, in this juncture of the season, you see that the SEC has been beating some good teams, some ranked teams outside the conference, and that's led to them establishing confidence in the voters that they should be among the top 25 teams. As I said, 10 teams in the top 25. But basketball is a long season. and it's streaky. It can be streaky. You can start off quickly and fade. You can struggle early and have some turnarounds, but you want to set yourself right as you move in to the month of March. The tournaments are held. The SEC tournament is held in March, and you want to get yourself right and have all the pieces moving in the same direction. Everybody having chemistry, the coaching being strong. You figure out all the deficiencies on your team, and you've overcome them, and you get ready for that tournament play when you're trying to, like I say, minimum reach the Sweet 16 if you're ranked all year long in the top 25. So we'll be right back after these messages with AP as we see it.